Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going live with the NA match of the night. This is, of course, going to be Selfless versus Pain. Just having a quick look at the standings here, you can see Selfless are going to be on a 4 in place of in 5th place, sorry, in the Development League for ECS Season 2, and Pain currently in 4th place, so just ahead of them here. I'm, of course, Hugo, here with Harry. How you doing, man?
I'm doing very good. We've seen some amazing games tonight, and well, I can't wait for one final amazing matchup before we have to depart FACEIT,
Yeah,
sadly.
of course. It's going to be a great one, though. Obviously, we've got to be heading into the 9th round right about now, so why don't we just kick it off with the game, of course. This is the only NA match we have tonight, but hopefully we'll be back at the studios at a later date to at least do more of this amazing event, of course. And you know, not really one to cast knife rounds myself.
Yeah. No, my name is Scrawny. I don't specialise in this. It's very much his department, but you're going to be seeing Pain. They take it, and as such, they get to decide which side they're going to be starting on. Presuming they'll be swapping to the CT side, and that is indeed what we see. And that's going to benefit them quite well. It's widely kind of agreed, I would say, that CT side is probably the more preferable on Overpass. And, you know, it's going to be a good pick all round, really. They want to try and start things off strong and try to chime in with as many rounds as they can right at the beginning to try and diminish the morale of Pain.
Of course, and Pain obviously being a Brazilian lineup, they are actually a fairly decent lineup. If you have a look at the roster, of course, they are not too bad to say the least, and obviously Selfless been having their own struggles recently, but at least having a bit of a new lineup, a bit of a switch up. We've of course brought Brehze to the group, and we will be going into the game right about now. We see obviously Pain as mentioned on the CT side, Selfless going to be on the T side themselves, and we will be going into the pistol round of the first map, DE Overpass here. As we kick it away, take it off, Harry.
Yeah, so it is going to be, looking at this currently, Selfless are going to be going for only 3 sets of armor and then plenty of utility across the board. They're going to be using that to try to get out onto this B site. And while the push is going to come underway, KillDreaM going to pick up the first one on the kaboose, but then the trade comes on through from no one. He picks up 2 frags, but dukeN's going to be going in aggressive from behind. He gets punished for it by Mitch, and then no one completes the triple kill very early on to cement a very good start. 1-0 currently as Selfless take the pistol round.
Yep, great start for them. Just a full rush, working out massively in their favour. And of course, we will see this force spike coming out from Pain to counter the T aggression. We've gone for a couple of Mac 10s on the Selfless side. We've got Mitch saving for the AWP as per usual. Actually, no, sorry, getting the AK. And of course, we have the rifles with a couple of SMGs as well for Selfless. So Pain, they are going to be on that Mag 7. Rest of them just going for these pistols. And we have zqkS going to be just going with the Eagle. No armor, presumably saving for this AWP, of course, on the CT side. And straight away, Selfless going to be making a bit of a mark over towards Fountain here, a bit of aggression over towards Short, and of course they do have that one luck player Mitch over towards B as well, so good potential to really split towards either side of their choice at this point. It seems like they will be going down connector, or at least a couple of those players. Bomb coming as well, so doing towards a bit of a B take, but Caboose pushing up towards A. They change their mind, but they line up. zqkS, sorry, choke. Picks up 2 kills. Brehze and Caboose will fall down, and now it's going to be a 4v3, favouring Pain here in this round.
Yeah, they managed to secure the 1-man advantage, and they're going to look to hold on to that, but no one's not going to let that happen just yet. Lula's going to fall in now. It's going to go 3-on-3. They've still got zqkS to worry about as he's playing close, and then KillDreaM as well with the Mag 7. This is where you're going to want it. It's going to do a little bit of damage, but somehow doesn't find that kill on a Nifty. And now they're going to be making their way out on towards the B site with Force. There's 3 players left alive. 4 Selfless. Bomb's going to be getting planted. It's all going to be on dukeN and zqkS to try and retake this one, making their way in through B. And also through connector to try and get the flank out onto the site. dukeN's going to be the first one to try and peek out. Now he's not going to be ready for Mitch playing this very close angle. Isn't going to be peeking it, and this could not bode well here for the last remaining member of Pain. He's going to get taken down, and zqkS does drop as well. It's going to go 2-0 as Selfless secure a 2nd round on the board. And a very good start currently from them.
Yeah, simple. And Pain, they are going to be going for this likely fully go, obviously going to be saving up for the 4th round buy, of course, and we do see a bit more money on zqkS, saving up for the AWP. Rest of them just going to be going, of course, for the default pistols, apart from that P250 on Lula, and of course a flash on one of the players as well. So a fairly standard 3rd round buy here from the CT side, nothing to show off, of course, and Selfless, they are going to still be with these SMGs. Brehze's on that USP, going to be decent against armorless players. Easy taps for him, and we will see a bit of long aggression here from Selfless. So pushing a few players up, they are going to be going around to the toilets area, of course, and we do have this short stack from Pain as they have put a few players over towards A, and you can see already first engagements coming out. Kills will be going in the favour of Selfless zone. They're just going to be spraying down these CTs. Nothing to be worried about for the North Americans here, and Pain shortly going to be dispatched in just a few more seconds, I'm sure.
Yeah, zqkS with the USP trying to come in from toilets. That's got a lot of people to try and worry about here. And dukeN rotating through with the AK in hand. They managed to grab themselves 1 weapon, but Caboose looking to try and change that. Finds one on the zqkS, and now it's all going to be on dukeN to try and hold this one down. He's going to be looking to retreat, hold on to the AK and take it into the next round. Selfless, they don't want to let him do that as they go very heavy into the hunt here. Going to be peeking out with the AK in hand. Finds one, goes for the spray, manages to find two as well. Nifty and Caboose both full, but he's got a lot left to deal with here as Selfless, they're not letting him get away with this. No one's going to pick up that frag with the USP or the USP, whatever you want to call it. It's going to go 3-0 as Selfless get a third round on the board. And now it's going to be the first rifle buy of the first half in round 4.
Simple stuff, of course. And the AWP's going to be out for zqkS, just saving up in the previous rounds for that. We see Mitch commit to this Mac 10 on the buy round, which is a bit of an interesting decision. Hopefully he buys up armor. He does. Gets some nades with it, of course. It's going to be decent, at least in terms of if Selfless can get the first pick and grab him a rifle if we see some aggressive pain movement. But we'll see how it turns out, really. The Mac 10 is going to be okay, at least in terms of fast running and gunning. Of course, that's what that gun's intended for. And we will see the UMP as well on Lula to buy up a bit of economy onto him as well. So Pain, not too bad of a buy here in their first buy round. Obviously, we're going to see if they can convert it into a win. And Selfless definitely going to be favoured in terms of utility into this one, as we see, again, the same setup, a bit of a push towards underpass. We see some short A control as well, and the flank lurker that's going to be Nifty over towards B. So nothing too special for Selfless, but Caboose finding that first engagement. S1 though, going to be landing this shot still, and so that's going to be the man advantage here for Pain. And with no position to trade out from Selfless, they don't have any control over towards short apart from that one player, and he's already dead. So this push out towards B, they push in through connector, no one getting tagged, and he does take down Lula in the time being. We also see a follow-up from Brehze, dropping KillDreaM, and now the push on towards the B site after those first two picks. Smokes and Molotovs getting laid out here from the Selfless side, and they're just going to charge right in.
Yep, Nifty takes position with the AWP in hand. He's not going to allow anyone to make their rotates out onto the site to go aggressive early on. Bomb's going to be going down shortly. They don't have information because of that smoke landing as to whether or not a player has gone aggressively in the early retake, but no one has. Bomb's going to be going down. It's going to be a 3-on-3 for the retake now. Nifty playing in towards the pit is going to be trying to spot out players as they move down onto the site with the AWP in hand. Picks up the first onto S1, goes for a second as well, but zqkS is going to be there to find that trade frag. Puts it back into a 2-on-2. Brehze though picks up one on a dukeN. Now it's all on zqkS, and Brehze comes through, manages to get a third on the board that round. A hat trick for him to take Selfless to a 4-0 scoreline.
Simple stuff, of course. And Pain, they are going to be going into the eco once again. Maybe a bit more investment into this. They will have the 3.4k loss bonus, so they can actually buy down to 2k if need be. And you can see Lula's going to be going for the Mag 7 there. We will see some pistols as well join. Surprisingly, lack of investment into this round, but they clearly want the economy going into the 5th or into the 6th. So going to be saving a little more than usual here, but still they've got some pistols. No armor across the board, and Selfless, they're going to be fully aware of this. Mitch continuing to use his Mac 10 as they charge in towards the B site. They know they're up against armorless CTs, so it's not going to be too much of an issue, but no stacking players over towards B. A full site control for Selfless. I don't think Pain have even realised this yet. They're going to be very, very late on this rotation.
Yep, definitely. And well, they're going to be trying to do what they with vanilla pistols, with upgraded pistols being the only thing they can use in combination with the Mag 7. It's not going to be too fruitful as they try to make their way onto the site. They've got very little time left to play around with here. And well, it's easy for Brehze as he picks up one frag on his zqkS and goes untraded as well. Coming through the site, Mitch actually back-to-back with a lull there over on short. Managed to get two, gets three as well. That's $1,800 there for the T-side player. And well, it's all on Pain. dukeN, who does manage to grab one frag with his CZ, grabs an AK for his troubles. Looking to get the hell out of there. And Selfless, they don't really want that to happen just yet. They're going to go on the hunt once more. It's going to be Caboose to find him first. He gets taken down, but over towards Long. Mitch looking for a fourth. And that's $2,400 there for him.
Can we just have a look at the scoreboard? How many kills has Mitch got with that goddamn Mac 10? 7 and 2 right now, and I don't know how well he did on the pistol, but he has been dominating with that Mac 10, up against buying players some of the times as well. So, I mean, what do you even say about that? Early on, Selfless with a great lead, though, of course, 5-0 and Pain, they are going for their full investment. So this is their real buy coming into the 6th round. They got all the utility they need. They've got the kits as well, or at least a kit on S1, and they do have the AWP as well on zqkS. So he's going to be peeking over towards A short, but nothing coming out from here. Finally spots out no one as he comes late over towards the fountain and gets taken down as well. So the first pick going in the way of Pain, and Selfless with no AWP in the position means that they don't have the ability to trade out. Nifty is just too far away for this one, so Pain just going to back off with their man advantage. And look at this setup change on the CT side. They pushed all the way back towards the site. We've only got S1 pushed up a little bit aggressively, holding towards connector here through the edge of the smoke. But as that dissipates, I imagine he'll just be backing off. So Pain playing this very, very cleverly. You can see just repositioning here as the smoke goes off. And they have no need to really push in the situation because they have the man advantage and they can just play the trade game, which is exactly what they're doing with S1 backing off as well. So a great man advantage for Pain here, and Selfless, they've got to come back from this deficit with only a minute on the clock and pretty much zero map control to work with as well.
Yeah, the only saving grace. They do have Mitch in a very good position down towards B to try and kill any rotators if any of them do decide to go aggressive. But right now, like you say, Pain playing this perfectly, playing it very, very passively. And ultimately, it's meaning Selfless can't find the frags to get them into this round. Now, it's looking like B is going to be the order of the day, as Nifty trying to sell a little bit of a fake on towards that A site. It's going to exchange some shots in the direction of dukeN, but ultimately, he's going to be making his way down connector. Wall's going to go aggressive, might get punished for it here as he takes damage, might be able to find one as he pushes on down, goes for the spray, but Brehze's going to find him. Now it's going to go 4 on 4. They equalize out those numbers. KillDreaM, though, trying to find one, finds two. Going to be looking for the third as well, and he gets it. And now it's all on Nifty. 1 versus 4, 20 seconds left. It's not looking good here. He's got the AWP in hand, but the bomb is dropped, and it is very much in the hands of Pain right now.
Yep, pretty much giving away the round, and Selfless not able to get their foot in the door, of course, and losing that first man advantage instantly shut down any potential picking up this round as well. So it is going to be the first for Pain. A nice wallbang coming in. Oh no, that didn't actually hit. KillDreaM was just tagged up over towards another area, but still a nice first round on the board for Pain, and of course no return from Selfless. But this is their chance to, of course, reset the economy of the Pain side. Nifty being the saving player, and of course plenty of money left on these tees to go for the full buy as well, and Pain obviously going to have plenty to work with on this CT side. So Selfless, if they pick up this round, it's going to reset Pain back down to the 1.4 thousand loss bonus, and they're going to have no money really. They will have a bit saved up on the CT side due to not losing any players apart from Lula in that round. And I mean, right now Selfless's main game is just to try and reset the economy, as I just mentioned.
Yeah, definitely so. And well, looking at it once again, a very passive start here, with the exception of Mitch. Once again, who's looking over towards that B site. There's going to be 3 players there for him to potentially contest that with. Meanwhile, his team, Selfless, the rest of the boys making their way over towards A. Looking like actually now they're going to be focusing on connector control early on, and no one's there to challenge him for it. Pain taking a very passive stance here, keeping players back on the sites. This is going to be good as it doesn't allow Selfless to find these early trades. The only downside is their times to rotate players from one site to the other are going to be very, very small from when the push actually comes underway and the time it's going to take to react to that. And, you know, it can work for teams, or it can be their demise ultimately, as currently it looks to be working out relatively well. It means that Selfless have dwindled the time down to 50 seconds left, trying to slowly and methodically take portions of this map. And it's just left them now in a situation where they've got 45 seconds left. They haven't got a pick to capitalize on. And while saying that, Nifty comes on through and does find one on his zqkS.
So that's going to be the first man advantage here for Selfless, and now they can just work off it. Pushing up towards A, we see a bit of CT aggression, not going to go well. KillDreaM gets taken out from Mitch, but does get a dink in the process. So 9 HP left on him, but Selfless, 30 seconds here as they converge out on towards the A site. They need to hurry up with this because, of course, they've got to take out these CTs before they actually fully commit to it, but there's only going to be one lone defender. That is just S1 here on the site. He could do some massive damage. Bomb will be going down, but Brehze is just going to be dropping him straight away, and now Selfless, they can commit to the plant. Mitch following up onto Lula, just holding this B rotation, and dukeN's going to be alone. And Selfless, it seems like already they picked up their 6th round on the board, as dukeN, he's really got no potential of taking this one. Does get one on the exit, not going to check his behind for the second though. No trade? Selfless? They have a player down in the lower, but just kaboose, waiting. Instead expecting dukeN to be holding the angle. Doesn't go for that trade as dukeN turns around, so bad timing for him, but regardless, dukeN will get blown up with the bomb here because kaboose, he has the exit.
Yeah, he's going to be very, very close to the explosion when it does go down. I mean, if he can't find an escape sooner rather than later, then it could spell the end. But never mind, kaboose, he relieves that for him, finds the headshot, takes the AWP as well out of the hands of Pain, and also reset the economy on the CT side. It's going to go 6-1. Selfless currently with a 5-round advantage over their Brazilian opponents, and it's looking like a very good start so far from them.
I'm getting worried, though, for the Twitch chat memes, because it's about to be a 7-1 Brazil, 7-1 Selfless. It could be dangerous here. I imagine chat will spam up, and Selfless, they look like they're going to be charging into B to make this the 7-1 that they want. Pain, they're only on a couple of pistols here, no armor as well, and only a bit of utility on S1 as we see this push coming. KillDreaM, he has to hold down the line. USB in hand, not going to be able to get anything, and Mitch, he follows up after kaboose, takes that initial frag. Selfless, they take full site control as well, and Bomb will be going down, pushing aggressively into the CT spawn. There's going to be a couple of these T-side players, and only 3 will remain for the Pain side, and it's going to be a pretty screwed situation for them. Not too much potential of them taking this round.
Yeah, they got 2 deagles on the hand of zqkS and also dukeN, but I'm going to be able to put them to good use as the long rotate is going to be coming in from S1. And that dukeN looks to find one, trying to land that D, gets now to line it up, and now no one trying to get that trade back in favor of Selfless. It's going to go 5-on-2 now for the remaining 2 members of Pain, and they've got a lot of ground to cover before they can even make their way out onto the site, so it's looking like they're just going to be trying to safe play for these exits. And, well, they're not going to... Selfless, they're going to take it quite passively. They don't want to give up too much. S1's able to find one and a Brehze. But he's probably going to be dealt with by Caboose to take it to a 7-1 scoreline. Selfless looking stronger by the day.
Brazil's up in chat, boys. It's a 7-1 scoreline here, so rip Pain right now. Selfless having a great T-side to kick things off on this first map, and obviously we will see the buyout coming out from Pain after that previous eco. We got a few rifles as well, some SMGs on Lulu and KillDreaM, and there's plenty of utility as well to work with, so nothing too bad here for the Pain side, but I mean the scoreline's pretty bad for them, but that's going to be it here. Selfless building up this T-side economy very well though. They've got lots of money to work with, and look at this aggression. zqkS, he wants to switch up the pace here, pushing in through the edge of the smoke, spots out the first, goes to the spray as well, and he does do a lot of damage onto Caboose, but Pain, they're going to be able to secure him. S1 instead finding that frag, and we will see a 5 versus 3 instantly as Pain, they take this aggression very well and secure those first 2 picks there for the CT side. So now Selfless, without an ability to trade the smoke, stopping them from really getting anything out of this round. They've got to take these aim battles and they've got to win them. They can't afford to lose any more players in this kind of situation. They're pretty much screwed for the rest of the round.
Yep, definitely. And well, they're going to be playing for the mid control right now as they send out 2 players to try and deal with this. No one's going to get tagged down to 9 HP in the process. Mitch trying to come on through to trade things back favorably in the hands of Selfless. Isn't able to find anything just yet. S1's going to fall back to site and try to hold it nice and passively here with a minute left on the clock. Selfless have a good bit of time left to play around with. They force Pain back onto the sites. But they, you know, they've got a bit of utility to try and work with here. The issue is they haven't found the opening frags they were looking for. Now it's going to be a real challenge trying to whittle the site defense down. Molotovs and smoke's going to be raining on through, and well, zqkS isn't going to be flushed out of position quite the way they thought he would as he falls back. Still wants to play truck. Mitch does fine before getting traded out by S1. Now the rotates already came on through. Nifty is going to try and open things up. Takes down S1. But dukeN, who's already out on the site, is able to pick up that frag. Puts it into a 1-on-3. It's all going to fall into Nifty with the AWP in hand. 24 seconds left. He's getting shot from so many different angles. Switches out to the Tech 9, trying to stay alive into this, but he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, and he's going to go down.
Exactly. Another round for Selfless here in the bag. And it will be a 7-2. So Pain going to be buying up here. Sorry, not Selfless. Another round of Pain in the bag. And we are going to be seeing the buy up here again from both teams. Selfless, as I said, keeping up this T-side economy. Plenty to work with. And Pain, they are going to be buying up as well after winning that previous round. Able to put together a fairly decent buy, not losing too many players on that CT side. And of course, they keep the AWP on zqkS as well as the full rifles. Plenty of utility and kits all the way around. And we will see a bit of underpass aggression coming out from Selfless as they start pushing in towards the B site, because there is a bit of water control as well. But look at this peek from dukeN, able to go for the fight, but not able to hit the shots. Brehze takes him down, and Caboose coming in through the connector as well, waiting for this aggressive rotation from the CTs, and zqkS may be feeding him exactly that as he starts to sink down the stairs with S1 supporting as well. The AWP in hand, he spots him out, takes the kill, and now it's going to be refrag for Pain. Back to a 4v4 as we do see Selfless just try and take this B-site control, but they're taking their dear time here as we see still 2 CTs over towards the site, and it's clear that Pain don't know fully that Selfless are going to be committing towards B, because they do have the ability to rotate in through T-spawn. Not that they have, but they definitely could.
And yep, currently they are working their way in towards that B site. They've left Nifty in towards top mid to try and find some frags here on the remaining Pain players who are still playing up towards toilets. Don't be able to find anything just yet, but the smoke's going to be raining on through, connoting some sort of A play potentially over towards the CT side, trying to fake out a rotate whilst his team work their way down towards B. It's been relatively still around currently. They're waiting for the perfect opportunity before they make their way out on towards the B site. And, well, they're going to be contesting against Lula and KillDreaM here, 2 very strong players for the Pain lineup. And it's going to be a challenge, no doubt. Let's see if they can make it work. Good bit of utility to come in for the push, and now the smokes, flashes, and Molotovs going to be raining into the site. Nifty's going to be the one trying to open things up with the AWP in hand, backed up by no one coming in from the short angle. KillDreaM playing around the pillar here, might be able to go huge. Comes out onto one, finds no one, goes for a second as well. Not able to pick that up. Lula, on the other hand, picks up 2 frags. Going to go for the third, and he gets it. That's the triple kill for him. The hat trick as he picks up 3 frags in a stellar site defense to secure the 3rd round on the board for Pain.
Good stuff for Pain, keeping it alive here. They are obviously bringing it back from this huge round deficit, being on the favoured side of Overpass, and we are going to see Selfless struggle a little bit. With no bomb down, they aren't going to be having that AWP, of course, on Nifty, and Brehze instead just going to be going for the Tech 9 and a Galil on one of these T-sided players, so nothing too special as well for the Selfless side. But Pain, they are going to be fighting up against it. We have 2 AWPs on them. That's going to be zqkS as usual, and dukeN taking it as well for the CT side.
Yeah, and Selfless right now trying to make their way out mid, and Connector leaving Mitch once again to lurk down towards B. It's been a fairly consistent role for the member of Selfless here, playing over towards the B site, trying to exert the pressure early on and trying to kill any people that might be going aggressive for Pain if they do so decide to make that error. On the other hand, Pain going to be sending S1 and zqkS up mid. Try and find some frags. They're playing in from toilets right now, setting up a crossfire as well to potentially get the trade in if the push comes underway. Currently, we are seeing Selfless playing this very, very passively here on the T side, whittling that timer down and then going in with about 30 seconds left. It's been a reoccurring theme, and well, now they're going to be making their way out mid. They are going to be challenged here by some members of Pain who have posted themselves up in toilets. zqkS and S1 trying to hold this down together. The bromance that has blossomed between these two players here is they're hiding out in towards toilets, and well, S1 playing this passive angle might bode well as he picks up one frag on a Nifty, looks for a second, manages to get it. It's going to be 2 on the board now, and that's going to completely shut down this push. No one's there to trade for it as well. It looks like no one's getting a little bit curious, and he does find one in the ZQ. Brehze's going to fall though, and now it's going to go 3 frags on the board for S1. 2 players left alive, and dukeN comes through with the AWP as well. It's all going to fall on a caboose. 1 versus 4. He's got a lot of work to do, and sadly, he's not going to be able to do it.
Exactly so, and another round on the board here. Selfless finally going to have to go for this eco as Pain. They just mop up the pieces, raining on the parade of these North Americans and forcing them down to the P250s that they despise, obviously. But a utility as well on the Selfless side. We have Brehze going for some armor, light investment, of course, and Selfless, apart from that, just going to be going for what seems like an almost full eco here. Pain not going to be buying any SMGs to at least bring up the economy of the CT side, but just sticking with the rifles, which is going to be the more dominant play. But talking about dominant, Selfless, they're rushing straight in towards B. There's KillDreaM over on the site. He will actually get 1 for his troubles, but kaboose is going to trade things out instantly as he goes to the plant. Lula going down to Mitch as well. And suddenly, Selfless, they're turning this into a different situation. A 4v3 and the rotation's coming in. They're going to catch off another one. S1 pushing in through the connector, not going to be able to get anything for his troubles. And now 2 players remain, both on AWPs for the retake. Not the kind of weapon you want to bring into a 2v4 here. And Pain, I think they may have to reconcile and go for the save right now because Selfless, they have full control over towards B. zqkS does land 1, but dukeN, I think he's going to be counting his losses, but actually still committing towards the site. No chance to jump up onto that box to the AWP, and of course he has to hurry up with this one because they don't have really the time to start messing around. The CT's just having to push in, and we will see another kill come out for dukeN, going for another peek, but Brehze trades it out, and he gets 2 kills as well. So a massive round for Brehze. Selfless, they will take an 8-4, and of course Pain, their economy is looking okay. They could force something up and drop some rifles as well, but it won't be a full buy by any means.
Yeah, we saw all members of Selfless there just rush into the B site, and it looked almost unstoppable. Sadly, Pain unable to retake that site in a 2 versus 4. Double AWP in that situation is not how you want it to find yourself, but it is going to be the 13th round now as we approach the end of the first half, and it's going to be a force buy coming out from Pain here. They've got 2 umps up on Lula and S1, and M4 up on dukeN, and KillDreaM, and then zqkS opting for the AWP, trying to put the hurt onto Selfless. He's going to be contesting against Mitch and Nifty, though. 2 very strong AWPers as Selfless move into a double AWP setup. They're trying to contest Park very early on. Something we've seen them do in the start of these rounds a lot, and this round might potentially pay off for them. zqkS is going to go aggressive along with S1 onto long and look to fall back. Now, are they going to be challenging? That's the real question. They might want to take some serious ground here as 2 members of Pain lurking around the corner there.
No early picks, but the aggression from Pain going to be shown to Selfless as that AWP shot goes up from zqkS, sorry. The information has been gained, and look at this setup over towards long with S1 just looking back in case a flashbang comes around the corner, and zqkS just going to be supporting him, so if they don't flash, he'll be able to get that first pick and allow his teammate to turn around in time to get those frags. But still, Pain going to be setting up here for this aggressive peek from Selfless, and they may be actually walking right into it. No one just getting ready, but he doesn't have a player to flash him out, so he just has to commit to a blind peek, goes for it, and S1 just going to turn around in time, takes that kill, drops no one. Now we see a 5v4 in play here for the Selfless side. Pain going to be favoured, and of course with 30 seconds left and no information or map control on towards the site, it's going to be an issue for Selfless trying to pick up this round, and kaboose is going to get dropped with the bomb as well as zqkS picks him out from the toilets there, taking him down as he tries to get in towards the connector, but they line up for him. S1 going to go down, lots of damage as well, but zqkS still stays alive here with the AWP. That's going to be his second kill, I think. Mitch does come in from the flank, but still there's no time for this bomb plant. 15 seconds left, make that 10, and Pain, it seems that they will get another kill in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch's name is Foon, apparently, as he bunny hops his way out long. You know, like it's too much for Z-Block almost. But it's going to be trying to hold on to the AWP 1 versus 2. No time left on the clock as well, sadly. And they do end up giving that round over towards the CT side. Pain, they pick up their 5th. And it's going to go 8-5 now as we approach the 14th round. Selfless looking to try and buy up behind this AWP. They've been able to carry on through. Tech-9s across 2 of the players. A UMP on Caboose. And then the AK in the hands of no one. Brehze with the Deagle as well. They're going to be looking to wreak some havoc here, potentially disrupt the economy of Pain. They know they're not going to be on a good buy. and this is to try and keep them on the back foot. Looking like, once again, it's going to be a very heavy B presence here. 3 players to try and sell this fake, with the bomb and Mitch making its way out mid.
The deagle on Brehze is going to be something to be reckoned with. You know what people can be like with that, going pretty dominant, of course. And look at this setup here from Lula, just going to be peeking in towards the short area, or the long area, sorry, from short. We have, of course, the support as well from dukeN over towards the, KillDreaM actually over towards the connector area, not allowing them, but to push out of connector. But Lula going to spot out that first play, drops Brehze as well, but a support as well. But Nifty actually going to drop his teammate. That's going to be an unlucky bait player. But dukeN does drop one after getting traded by no one, and now we're going to see a 3v3. Selfless could converge out towards this site. They know there's only a maximum of 1 player here before the rotations come in, but actually they're going to back off and play things safe, because meanwhile Mitch, he's forced himself into the site after Pain have actually rotated back towards B, expecting this kind of push. But zqkS, he's going to have a massive position. He's going to be waiting with the mag 7, drops the first as well, tries to follow up, and he will do so. No one going down, and now it's just going to be on Mitch. He's pushed all the way up in CT spawn to catch the rotations over towards A, but the bomb's already down, and there's no need for Pain to rotate in towards the A site when obviously they had the bomb over towards Team's T spawn. So Mitch just stuck, and he's going to be on the other side of the map.
Yeah, but with 30 seconds left, he's going to try and see what he can do. Imagine he doesn't want to go too deep into this. What is Mitch doing? The B-hops tonight from this player have just been insane. So at least that's one thing he can take away from tonight's performance. But 20 seconds left, 3 players left alive for Pain as well. Bomb down, doesn't want to be going for this and just wants to carry that AK over into the next round, as the economy on Selfless is looking incredibly weak. Around about $800 on each player. Pain, on the other hand, 3 players surviving, both with AKs. 2 of them with AKs and 1 with an AWP in hand. It's going to be a nice economy round here for Pain as they take things to 8-6, with the potential to finish this off 8-7, with only a 1-round advantage going the way of Selfless.
Yeah, a good half so far for either side. They're Pain bringing it back from this deficit at least, and they will be going for the buy once again. We got Selfless just on that awkward economical situation, deciding whether to force. Or obviously they have to force, because it is last round of the first half, but they will be going for the deagles regardless. The AK still on Mitch, and we of course had the AWP back on zqkS as Pain. They've gone for the full rifles. Plenty of utility and kits all across the board, so a full investment for the final round in that failed Molotov. Mate, get out of there. Lula's going to get tagged down quite heavily, considering it's team damage, of course, and the flash going out towards long. Selfless are going to be committing to this push, and zqkS, he has to back off here, but S1, again, the same one-way smoke there, just peeking out from the short area. Not going to find anything, but he should hear these footsteps as these T players start to aggress up long, and zqkS, he has to go pretty massive here as he sees these players push out, spots out the first, drops Brehze, peeks out again, but his teammate dukeN will support instead, goes for a second as well. Nifty goes down and peeks up towards short, but he's again got that support from S1 to do the damage, and there we go. zqkS, 3 kills that round, an 8-7 scoreline, and Pain bringing it back from a horrible start there, so a nice half for either team.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they lose the first 5 consecutively, but then out of the last 7 rounds, they win 6 of them. So they really turn that around there towards the end of the first half. I mean, you know, midway through even at that. To take it to an 8-7 scoreline, it was looking exceptionally bleak, as it was, you have to bear in mind, it was 6-0 at one point in time. And also, it actually went to, I believe it was 7-1 was the scoreline. Yeah, so, you know, it wasn't a very good start from Pain. They do manage to turn it around in the end, however, and it's going to go 8-7. We're going to be heading into the second half, sorry, any minute now.
Exactly so, and let's just take a quick look at the buys, of course. We do see Pain going for what looks like an armor-based buy. They may have S1 picking up a couple of smokes and flashes as well if they want to go for a take, or just going for the full armor buy. Yep, just a very confident play here, just going on the aim, and of course Selfless actually got to be completely duping that as well. We've got an armor buy across the board, a decoy on one of the players of each side, but nothing too special here as we see Pain set up for what looks like maybe a bit of an aggressive B take, but actually holding for the CT aggression for the time being, and maybe a late B players. We see Selfless already get aggressive. Nifty's pushed all the way up over towards short. He spots out dukeN there, but he's not going to be able to find the kill as he backs off with the damage and the information in play as well.
Yeah, and currently everyone on Pain stacked up over towards B, looking like this is going to be the site in question. dukeN as well, falling back to regroup with the rest of his team. And they're just biding their time, letting it count on down. But look at this push from Nifty over towards long. He's getting a lot of information here, and he might be able to find out that no one is here. And if they're not over towards A, then it's got to be B. And you can already tell they're going to be rotating that player down from A. He's already in heaven, so there's 4 players now to try and counteract this. zqkS is going to open things up, finds one on the Mitch, and that's going to give them the 1-man advantage as they push out onto the site. With a minute left, though, it looks like they're going to be switching things up. They grab control of connector, and now they're going to go barreling back through there and look to move out towards A. And it's all going to come down to this push from Nifty, who's been able to get behind enemy lines. And while he's just biding his time here in the corner, they're not going to check it. zqkS does actually go in for the peek, and as a result, Nifty only gets one frag. If he didn't check that corner, that could have been huge there for Selfless.
Yep, and now Brehze has to hold on to the site as Pain. Oh, actually rotating back in towards B once again through Connector this time. No one's going to be in the lines to hold things off over towards B, as well as Caboose, who's actually rotating back towards the A site here through the CT spawn. So no one finally going to call for this as he hears the footsteps over towards short, spots out that first player. Still doesn't get the kill, finally lands it, and KillDreaM trades things out by dropping Caboose over in heaven. No one falls on the site, and now it's just Brehze to bring things back here for the Selfless side, but I don't see this being a too realistic situation as he has no kit, and Pain, they've got a 3v1 just holding good afterplants and playing the duo setups as well. So, oh my god, what a shot. Brehze drops that first. zqkS goes down, he peeks in for the second as well, but this one's going to be able to trade things out. And Pain, they will be into an 8-8 scoreline, equalising that on the second pistol round.
Yeah, it is all going to come up equal now, and while they're going to be looking to try and convert the subsequent 2 rounds now to take it to a 10-8 scoreline, which is nothing to shake a stick at, and they're going to be buying up 4 MAC-10s. Okay, I love that buy. They can get a lot of money out of this, and when you look at it as well, Selfless actually opting to go on to a bit of a weak force here. Only 3 deagles across the board, a 5-7 and a P250. No armor across any of the players as we head into this round, and as a result, those MAC-10s are just going to chomp through them. And well, it's going to be Nifty actually over towards long, trying to hold this down. zqkS looking a little bit curious, and you know, curiosity is what killed the cat. In this case, actually, it nearly kills zqkS as well, but he just manages to dodge the bullet there. Not going to have his head caved in anytime soon, and they do manage to grab control of mid. Caboose is going to be playing up in toilets with the P250, backed up, of course, by Nifty over towards long. Finds the first, going to be looking for the second as well. He does do good damage onto dukeN, but that's going to be about that. He does get out of there on 3 HP, and it's going to be equalised into a 4 versus 4.
But Nifty still holding towards long, not looking towards his back at all, and Luda's going to finally peek into it. Doesn't take the fight, but actually just pushes straight out. Takes the kill at the end of the day, and now the back off here from Mitch as he gets called out with the flash. dukeN drops him, takes his pistol as well for the insult to injury, and Brehze over towards the site, trying to find this pick over towards long. Spots out that player. Deep comes in, headshot as well, and S1 will return onto Brehze, leaving just no one on the flank, though. He's got a good chance to at least pick up some kills on the flank. They will spot him out there. zqkS going to be checking the angle. Dink comes in, but that's going to be it. Luda tagged up, does still get the kill, and Pain, they will secure a 9-8. The quad MAC-10 working fabulously for them as we see Selfless again going into an eco before their official buy.
Yeah, and this is why having all those MAC-10s is really going to come up trumps. It's going to allow them just to continue to farm this money. 2 MAC-10s on the side of Pain, 3 rifles as well for the long-range superiority. And over on Selfless, just a couple of upgraded pistols, a deagle on Caboose, and a vanilla pistol on Nifty, as well as a bag full of dreams. Let's see if they can make this work. They're going to go aggressive out mid. Nade's going to be there, and finds a little bit of damage. zqkS is going to get one with that MAC-10, and they're just mopping up these players. They get put through the meat grinder. They find 2. No one's able to get 1, but it's just a parting gift. The zqkS, KillDreaM, and dukeN clean that round up. They find 1 frag, but that's going to be it.
Easy peasy stuff from Pain, and they will go into their buy as Selfless also buy up. Nifty on the AWP, we have the full rifles as well coming in. Brehze has enough, of course, to buy up to join them. And we may still see this MAC-10 on KillDreaM. And this is the danger play, because if you look at the head armor bought up on Selfless, there's not a single player with head armor. Expecting the full AKs, and KillDreaM going for this SMG means that he's just going to be able to run and gun, and all it's going to take is 1 bullet to kill a player at a medium range of that weapon. And I mean, if he does 1 point of damage to the body as well to follow up with that headshot, it's going to be a kill. So pretty dangerous stuff here for KillDreaM. He just has to get his aim on point and can't afford to be shut down straight away. But of course, we've seen him perform massively already this game, and I'm confident he can continue to keep that running on into the T side as well, as we see him just set up over towards the B site here with a teammate.
Yep, currently Pain trying to work their way through Connector and out mid, trying to grab control of the Connector for Swift rotates between the B and A sites, and well, they make their way out mid relatively uncontested. Of course, it's really Caboose and no one here trying to hold off long that they have to worry about. They're going to flash through it. There's dukeN with 2 big frags to open things up, and that's going to take out all the presence in towards mid, hand over that control to Pain, and now they've got a lot of opportunity to make their way into this round, rotating a few players down. Connector actually looking like they might be trying to fake out on towards this B site. Lulu's going to be the one to try and challenge it, as just around the corner, Mitch is there ready and waiting. 2 players over towards the A site as well, putting the hurt on Pain as they try to go in for the push. It's going to go 3-on-4. Mitch looking to equalize things out to a 3-on-3, and he does so. And suddenly, what was looking so good for Pain here on this push, it's all falling apart around them.
And zqkS trying to entry things up with the AWP. His teammate's going to fall next to him. Brehze taking down KillDreaM, and now Selfless. They got their foot in the door and they got a slam a shot here on Pain as they do take down one more, but dukeN trades things out back into a 2-on-2. Bomb plant goes down, but Nifty tags him down through the box down to 27 HP. So 2 low HP players here on the Pain side as these CTs come in for the retake, and they're just going to push right through the smoke. Nifty, what are you doing? He doesn't even check long there as he goes down, leaving just Mitch trying to retake the site. These two players are tagged up, but there's the peak from zqkS. Finishes things up here for Pain to an 11-8 scoreline and a great start on this second half here.
Yep, a 3-round advantage currently over their North American opponents, and it's looking to be extended even more as Selfless have to eco once again into this round. No one's going to be buying up a little bit of armor to go behind the 5-7. That's really going to be it. Brehze as well joining the club. And it's going to be upgraded pistols with the exception of, never mind, Mitch actually just proved me wrong there as I go to say it, because that's just how he is apparently. Pain trying to make their way in through connector. I'm going to be contesting up against a few members of Selfless here who have decided to push their way down on into this. It's looking like B is going to be the order of the day, and Selfless opting to stack this. It's actually going to bode very well for them here on this eco round. Pain taking things nice and slowly, letting that timer tick away, and trying to use these rifles at long range.
But they can try all they want. Selfless have still got very aggressive positions here with these pistols where they are going to be superior. Of course, the one-shot headshot capability of some of these guns is going to be quite scary for Pain, and they will have the Molotovs to at least extinguish any chance of Selfless getting in these aggressive positions. You can see already 2 players over towards connector. Flash goes in for Nifty, and they're going to go for the full peek here. Kaboose and Nifty is running straight down, and the kills come in. Nice work there as the Molotov comes in from the T's. Not going to be prepared for the CT push, and no one again dropping Lula as well. So already Selfless in a 3v5. They may not have the armor on 3 of the players. Sorry, a 2v5. They may not have the armor on 3 of the players, but they've still got the weapons to work with. And of course, it is going to be dangerous territories. The man advantage is greatly going to outnumber here Pain over double the amount of players as they rotate back towards the A site. And it's going to be the perfect call because Pain are just pushing exactly into this site of choice. dukeN leading the charge, thinking it's empty, but actually 4 of these CTs over towards the spawn. It's going to be a real sticky situation here for Selfless, but you've got to take into account the lack of armor. So Pain, they might not be done with this one, and dukeN's going to kick things off here on this recapture of the round, I guess you could say. Drops Mitch as well, tries to support his teammate kaboose coming out from the flank, but the bomb going to be committed now, and dukeN pushing further into the CT spawn to get this aggressive afterpump going. He spots out no one, but goes down to the pistol. zqkS trades things out, so he does take down no one, but it's still going to be a 1v3. And he's going to have to pull out something massive out of the bag if he wants to secure this one. Not going to be allowed. Nifty drops him from the boost there, and Selfless, that's going to be a 9-11 score.
Yeah, I mean, out of all the things you could do in a 1 versus 3, walking around the corner reloaded probably wasn't too high up on my list of guesses there. But it is sadly going to be the end of that round for Selfless. For Pain. It was looking like they could try and edge their way back on into that. I mean, dukeN and zqkS are the 2 players you would really want in that situation. They proved to be very strong so far, the 2 top fraggers for Pain's side. And well, sadly, they just didn't pull on through. They were at a heavy man disadvantage. They were able to find 2 frags, but that's going to be it. They do get the bomb plant, though, and so can buy up into this round relatively safely.
Of course, and what it looks like is Pain's just going for another default setup here. They're not going for anything to do with a rush or any kind of situation, but Selfless, look at their setup over towards long. They've got 3 players here. We've got Nifty, Mitch, and kaboose all set up for this push. kaboose just holding the back lines if his teammates go down, but Nifty and Mitch close. The only issue with this is if a flash comes in, it's going to completely blind Mitch, but that's why Nifty's facing the other way, waiting to go for this peek if in the case that a flash does come in. But you can see a bit of a rotation down towards B. We have the bomb coming as well, and they may just be committing for a late B play, but with no information, this is going to be a dangerous setup. It will be the right one, of course. Selfless only having 2 players over towards B, but Pain, they've not progressed or probed anywhere on the map for information. So they really don't know the setup or the dynamic that Selfless is playing with, so this can be dangerous if they do commit for a late B push, so they've got to hurry up while the time is in their favour to get some of this information.
Yeah, the issue is, though, you've got Nifty and Mitch pushed up very aggressively down long. They're going to be able to get a lot of information at a moment's notice. And if Pain don't capitalise on the fact that these players over towards A are so far away from this B site sooner rather than later, they could be in a situation where they have players coming in from the flank. And well, Brehze is going to be able to find one. It's going to get taken down by KillDreaM as the push comes underway. It's going to go 3-on-4 now as no one comes in. Trades it favourably back in favour of Selfless, and the rotate is underway. The Northern American side making their way through T-spawn, looking to come in on the flank here. No one's still alive on site as well, just being the thorn in the side. He's going to go up for the spray, tries to find one as the bomb planter. It's going to be finding good damage, and right now he's just disrupting the overall composition here as they try to make their way out into these afterplant positions. Finally resurfaces, finds one on an S1. Mitch as well chimes in with one of his own. It's all going to fall into zqkS here. 1 versus 3. Orb in hand, and that bomb is being defused. He's just going to look to run away and live to fight another day.
Yeah, great start though for Selfless, bringing it back finally with a round in their favour, but Pain may have a potential to reset this economy, of course, on the North American side, so that's going to be their name of the game. The only issue is their economy isn't too great. They still will be able to go for the buy, but you can see a Galil going to be on Lula, and the utility on him as well, not going to be too great, but still the rest of the players able to go for the full buy, so it's not going to be as much of an issue here on the Pain side. Of course, Lula can easily trade out guns with either one of his fallen teammates or enemies, depending on how this round plays out, and of course, Selfless on the other hand, are going to be on their full by themselves. So no issue for either side here. And look at that, Nifty just peeking over the top of the smoke very late into the round. Takes down KillDreaM. Kaboose follows up. So that's instantly 2 picks here going in the way of the Selfless. So no real worries for them as we see Pain attempt to come back from this 3v5. But, I mean, we've seen them pull themselves out of hard situations. It's definitely not going to be an impossible feat for them.
Yeah, definitely so. We've seen them attempt to come back from far worse. And, well, Lula's going to start things off. Finds one on Brehze. Now it's going to go 3 on 4 with only a 1-man advantage going the way of Selfless here. And they lose a player down towards B. As a result, you can already see no one having to rotate in through from the A site to compensate for that. And that's going to significantly weaken the hold up on either one of these sites as now they split into 2-2. They do lose that 3-man advantage over towards A. Sadly, that's going to be in their favour. Rotating no one down in towards B as Pain looking like they might potentially be trying for a B hit here. They move S1, Lula, and dukeN in a position to try and make their way out. Lula's going to go aggressive with the AWP and might be able to find one here out of one of these players out on the site. Mitch playing in the corner and no one over by water is going to get just missing that shot there. Mitch goes in for the peek, finds the frag on Lula. Now it's going to be a 2 versus 4 for the take. Finds a second as well, looking for a third. No one is going to be the one to chime in there with that frag, and it's going to go 11 all now as these teams equalize things out.
Yep, not getting reset there. Selfless, very important round for them, and Pain not able to get the bomb down, meaning that they don't have that extra cash injection, so their money is going to be even lower than usual, and you can see they will be going for this save round. Not going to be able to force things up here into this situation. One more eco, and they will be into the buy. As you can see, just a few Tech 9s, but a bit of armor as well on S1, but by and large, not too much from the Brazilian side, so they've got to worry about this because you can see Selfless, they've brought up an SMG, and Brehze, he's going to be picking that up here for the CT side as he gets aggressive over towards B. But look at this rush! Oh, Kaboose, he burns one with a 1G, but Nifty instead following up over towards the A side, drops 2 as well. Lula returns with an AK that he picked up off of Kaboose, and now it's going to be a 2 versus 3, but still favouring Selfless quite massive here as Brehze, he still has the Shredder, being the MP9, Harry's favourite gun, arguably the best gun in the game, or actually unarguably the best gun in the game.
Yeah, no, just 100% best gun in the game. There's no argument there. But yeah, no, Lula is going to be able to find that one. Sorry, no one's going to be able to find that one on Lula. Now it's all going to be S1 here, 1 versus 3. Of course, he's got an MP9 to contest with, which is the equivalent of like 5 players. So, you know, it's actually an 8 versus 1 here. S1 trying to make his way up onto the site. Isn't going to check the corner by Truck, and sadly will have to bite the bullet there. He goes down, and Selfless, they take it to a 12-1, 12-11 scoreline, sorry. 12-1, jeez. What a game, eh?
12-1, that would be fun.
Yeah, Pain have actually regressed somehow.
Yeah, that'd be NA versus EU. But of course, we see 2 players not on guns here. They will be picking them up, though. It's okay. I was just a bit confused there for a second. When you don't watch their spawns, it gets interesting. But either way, Pain going for that 4-bite. Money into this round. No bomb plant, so not full utility on a couple of the players, but still got enough to go for a decent contestation here. As we do see a push out in towards the A side again. We've got fountain control and playground control from Pain, so nothing too aggressive for Selfless to be challenging that. They're just held back. We have Nifty with the AWP peeking in toilets with a bit of support as well from Kaboose, who's going to be over towards short, but by and large that's going to be it. Selfless, they do have 3 players over towards B for this setup, so it's just going to be a very passive one. Nifty, after he gets that pick, or if he does get that pick, he'll just back off towards the side with Kaboose as well, supporting the short area, and they will just play the 5 versus 4 and trade things down. But got to see how it pans out as Pain. They do have their own AWP to start getting the pickings as they push up a little more aggressively over towards the A site onto toilets area through connector.
Yeah, they do head up through connector, like you say, trying to make their way out on towards toilets. And while there's going to be a few players here to try and contest that, Nifty playing with the AWP is going to be trying to spot out these players as they make their way up and through. Kaboose is going to be playing the corner as well on long, and if this doesn't get spotted out, this could be disastrous. Nifty is going to be the bait. And well, will dukeN take it? He's going to be looking at peek around the corner any second now. They have devoted a lot of their forces over towards this A side push. It's all going to come down to whether or not they can open things up. They are fast running out of time as well. It is not their friend right now. 30 seconds left. They've got to commit to something. And well, there it is. zqkS finds that frag on a Nifty. That's going to start things off as they lose a player on towards that site. Kaboose is going to go aggressive out long, flash it through, but then actually gets lost in the smoke. Isn't able to do that, and he gets taken down by KillDreaM. Now it's going to go 3 on 5. No one rotates through onto the site. All he's got to do is try and slow these players down, but it's not meant to be as S1 takes the frag, takes the challenge. It's going to go 2 on 5. Make that a 1v5, and well, now it's all on Mitch. Brehze actually finds someone with a Molotov there, even after his death. So he goes down a hero. Hugo has his face in his hands. He's not happy about what just happened. And there we go. S1 pick up that round. They take it to 12-12 and equalize things out.
What an NACS round. Unlucky though for Selfless. The setup really not too great. Not sure what Caboose was doing towards long. Nifty, if he's going to be peeking with the AWP, he needs the support from short. And no one was there for Selfless to help him out there. So a bit of an unjustified peek. And of course, no one unfortunately missing those shots on the site, allowing Pain to get the entries and of course take control of that round. So bringing it back to 12-12, but the setup from Selfless was great towards the beginning of the round, but just seemed to shatter down, especially after that first pick was found onto Nifty with no trade. So we are going to see Pain still standing in this round as we go back in. Aggression over towards short. Flash comes in. They will be going for these peaks as well, looking for an early frag. And Caboose, he's going to be over towards his toilets area. Again, we do have no one holding a bit of a crossfire towards him as well. So going out for the peak, might find a frag. Does go for the spray, but S1 lands it instead. And now Selfless, they are a man down again. Pain are going to be taking this man advantage as they push up towards the A site. Long control coming out as well. And that's going to be 2 players pushing towards there. But they can't leave the bomb going towards short on his own. So you can see dukeN going to be rotating back into join KillDreaM as they push up toilet or at least rotate back in towards B. But look at this, Mitch. Massive play. He's going to be pushed all the way up on the flank, and while Lula may be holding it, if he checks it, it could go very well for him. Or if at least he just holds this position for the late B push from Pain, it could work out well. But we've got to see what the setup is for the T's, because they're yet to push up on anything serious just yet. But look how close Caboose and dukeN are on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, I mean, they're almost touching the tips of their rifles there. It's going to go 3-on-5 as Mitch is going to fall. Lula does find that frag on the lurking member of Selfless. And, well, Caboose is going to go down as well as KillDream's able to pick up that frag. It's going to go 2-on-5 here, and suddenly it's all falling apart for Selfless. Over towards a Nifty with the AWP in hand, trying to find a frag here. 4 players about to go in for the push, and he's all that stands between them and the A site. Brehze down towards B, finds one on Alula. Nifty's able to get one before getting traded into by KillDreaM, and now it's all going to be a 1 versus 3. Brehze's so far away, a lot of ground to cover. Just going to look to save the AK, the kit, and the armor into the next round.
Yep, a nice round for Pain once again. That's going to be a couple in a row, so they're going to be able to build up this T-side economy. As you can see, 2 in a row now, including this. So Brehze just going for the save of the AK, maybe chasing for an AWP or some kind of exit. Not too sure what he's going for here, but potentially getting some exits from this position. Again, there's only 3 players to fight from Pain, so it shouldn't be too much of a damaging round for him, as they are saving towards different positions here. And if he may catch out one, it will only be zqkS, who's on his own as well, so no ability to trade here for Pain. But either way, it seems like he's going to be able to get away with his gun, and that will be a round for the Brazilians once again, 13-12. Oh, nice.
Yeah, and as zqkS falls, they do manage to take an AWP out of the hand of Pain at least. He's going to be buying it up, though. They have more than enough money. 24 frags as well to zqkS right now. He's performing out of his mind. dukeN up on 19. And, you know, a strong showing overall from Pain as a whole. It's going to go 12-13, and Selfless, they're onto an eco round here. A few players opting to force up behind the AK up on Brehze. And they're going to be trying to do what they can into this round to find some damage, potentially take it as well. But with Nifty on a vanilla pistol buy and everyone else on, you know, a little bit of an upgrade here and there, it's not looking too good. Mitch over towards B, going to try to find one, going to get taken down by S1, and the push is going to be underway. 4 versus 5 now as Pain find a 1-man advantage very early on and get out onto this B site in force.
Yep, no one's still close in the pit though, so potential for him to go pretty massive. And oh, S1 doesn't check it, but he still just gets away without any of his teammates going down. dukeN just getting tagged up as we see Selfless start to rotate in through the connector here, but it's already going terribly for them. As KillDreaM, he's going to drop the first. Brehze going down, and Caboose not able to exit with the AK. They will spray him down to 21 HP, but just getting out of there, at least for the time being, as Nifty attempts to join him, but he's got nothing to work with, only a USB, no reason to save. And he does find himself a deagle in the time being, just looking for either an exit or just to completely save this deagle, which wouldn't really be worth it, but maybe for the potential of protecting his teammate. Not going to do a great job though. Lula finds that kill, and Caboose, he may come into contact with Lula. 9 foul, not going to be ready. Caboose finds that headshot, but they know exactly where he is, and they have the economy to chase him down, which they will be doing, just full charging in towards the playground. I don't think he's going to get away with this one, unless he just has the time and picks up this first kill. Flash comes in, he goes to the fight, he lands it, and he might be able to... Oh no, KillDreaM. He kills his dreams and takes it away. 14-12, what a play on words.
Yeah, what a play indeed. Can't say much about the play on words though, Hugo. It was all right. I give it a 4 out of 10
Your analogies are way better, clearly.
Maybe a 6 out of 10 on a good day, if I'm feeling generous.
I'm thinking a 12 out of 14.
Mary Berry did leave Great British Bake Off recently, and that's put me in a bad mood, me being British.
Yeah.
But it's going to go 12-14 anyway. 2 rounds between these two teams now, and Payne back onto a rifle. Selfless back onto a rifle buy here. Rifles across the board, good bit of utility and kits as well across 3 of the players, so exactly where they want to be. Early on, KillDreaM's going to get taken down to 19 HP as well. It's going to leave the HP advantage in the way of Selfless. And Payne setting up for what looks like a B play here. dukeN lurking out in towards mid, and he might actually get punished for it here as he looks to make his way into toilets. Kaboose is going to be boosted up. And the guys down on B are going to be waiting patiently for this. Look at this play from Mitch. Are they going to check this corner? He's incredibly high up right now. He's, I mean, you know, he's a pretty edgy player right now, floating up in the air. And, well, they're just waiting, biding their time before they go for the push. zqkS is going to check the corner, and he might better find the frag here.
Drops in into it, and here comes the crossfire. Brehze and Mitch both picking up kills here. We will see Mitch still going down at the end of the day, but the damage has been done here from the CT side. And while both of those B players get completely eliminated from the server, Payne, they still are down a man in a 2 versus 3, and the bomb going to be separated from dukeN here. He's actually forced his way up towards the A site. Selfless fully committing over towards B here for the rotation, but not realizing that the bomb's backing off. The only bright light for them, of course, is by the time that we see S1 rotate back in towards A, we are going to, of course, well, hopefully see some rotations from Selfless. The only issue is they're playing B very passively, waiting for this bomb plant. And if they don't peek up and get this information that Payne are actually committing towards A, they will rotate too late, and it seems like they will. Wow. They set up. I do understand it from Selfless, but it's just so unlucky timing because Payne, they've actually fully rotated over towards A, and they will be getting this bomb down as well. Selfless finally realise it, though, rotating back in to stop this match point from Payne, and of course, it is going to be a 2v3 retake, so potential for them to pick this one up as well.
Yep, dukeN playing in the corner here. It's going to be the one to try and mow down these players as they make their way onto the site. S1 has fallen back towards long. It's relegated to a relatively unideal position to try and hold this one down. No one opting to play in for toilets, and well, dukeN's able to get one, looks for a second, but no one picks him up. It's all going to fall into S1 here, 1 versus 2. He's got the AWP in hand. And while he hears out the defuse, goes for the peek, and he's stuck between which player to aim for. No one finds the frag. And Kaboose gets the defuse. An epiphany of teamwork there to sort things out. As it goes 13-14, Selfless, they get another much-needed round on the board and can almost equalize this out. However, the economy built up on Payne is going to be looking very good indeed.
Who found the frag?
Okay, yeah, no one. I can see where you're going with this, and I appreciate it, and the smirk on your face made me want to slap you, because you look so smug and proud of yourself for making me say that. Yeah, no one did find the frag.
Who? I'll shut up.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. But anyway, Payne only sending Lula down over towards B to try and warm things up. Nifty's out there with the AWP in hand, looking to leg, and actually shoots through his legs there. So, yeah, less than ideal.
And a AWP in there. Unlucky for Nifty, though. He was clearly waiting for the right time to try and catch out his upper body, or lower body, to at least get the kill and not just get the leg shot, because the leg shot wouldn't be too effective. But still, going to get unlucky with the shot off, and a 13-14 scoreline. Selfless, just one round of equalising it from Payne, but Payne are going to be getting the first entry. KillDreaM pushing up to take down Nifty as Miles, his AWP goes down here for the CT side, and we will see Payne a bit of aggression over towards B, but they've got to watch out because we have Selfless pushed up towards short. Flash goes out there. Brehze also going to be finished off as Mitch gets taken down on the entry, and now we're going to see a full site control from Payne. They've got 15 rounds pretty much because Selfless, they're left on a 2v5 retake, and their players on the other side of the map as well should be going to Payne once again. And the bomb will be going down here for this T-side team as well.
Yep, no one in Caboose left in 8-2 versus 5 here. They're just going to have to bite the bullet, look to save this one, take those M4s, kits, armor and utility into the next round. And that's if Payne are going to let them do it. dukeN's going to find one onto no one. Now it's all Caboose, 1 versus 5. Got to try and hold on to this M4. That flash is just going to signal his position. And now they're going to be closing in like a pack of ravenous hyenas on his position. He's going to be playing on the other side of this smoke, trying to spot out zqkS as he makes his way on up with the AWP in hand and actually falls on back. So you know what? Way to kill all the suspense. All the hype's going to be demolished. Now the 2 players moving it from long on the other side of this smoke. Caboose playing over to the close left. Actually just jumped through it. S1's going to have to be taken down there, but there we go. zqkS comes back and finishes things off. It's going to go 13-15 as Payne arrive at map point.
Yep, and Selfless, look at their money. It's abysmal. Payne should be able to pretty much secure this round in the bag, as we do see a low investment, or, I mean, a full investment, but it's still pretty low here for the Selfless side. So we are going to see just deagles, pistols, you know, the whole 9 yards brought up for the Selfless side. Just a bit of armor and some utility as well, as we see the 13-15 scoreline massively favouring Payne in this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a force spike on the cards from Selfless currently. Have a little bit of utility to work with. 5-7s and Deagles as well in the hands of their players. And well, they're going to go very heavy in towards B and connector. Sadly, it's not going to yield them too much as Pain haven't opted to go for this round. S1 is going to be there, but that's going to be about all they can grab. And even then, he's playing it very passively, uses the Molotov to flush these players out of position and manages to find good damage as well. And while the smoke's going to go down, meanwhile, the rest of Pain trying to take up positions over towards A, and that's going to bode very well for them here as everyone from Selfless has just been packed down towards connector and into this B site. And that's going to mean that the Brazilians can start making their way up towards that A site completely uncontested.
Yep, and you can see Nifty just pushing up towards the ladder, going to be on this good flank here. He'll be able to sneak all the way up behind with Caboose, but Lula's going to be holding for this flank. Finds that first kill, follows up onto Caboose as well, and this is just going to be a complete slaughter from Pain. Mitch going to be last alive here in Pain. They're looking like they may be able to close out this final round of the map. Mitch tags off, but KillDreaM, he's going to be able to secure it, and that's going to be it. 16-13, massive round for obviously Pain there, and they are going to be able to cement their place in the 1-0 of this best of 2. Obviously, we will have one more map coming up after. That is going to be DE Train, so see if Selfless can bring it back then. But obviously, before that, we will just have a short commercial break.